Welcome to the #Attitude-Shield podcast, the true mental operating script rewriting program designed for those looking for a change from within. No more hype or sugar-coated promises. This is to-the-point guidance on how to change the way we think to grab the life we always wanted. Are you ready for the change? Now your host, David L. Parker.
Hey, welcome to the next training session at #Attitude-Shield. I am David L. Parker, your Attitude-Shield mentor. And I'm very glad and very humbled that you're here. I really am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Broadcasting live, because we're not Memorex, from the Black Hills of South Dakota. Right outside my windows and doors are beautiful pine trees and rolling few acres of beautiful grass, forest. And this week, well, not this week, but last episode, we talked about addicted to busy. We started talking about addicted to busy, but addicted to busy is a much, whoa, I'm bouncing everything around here. If you're on the YouTube watching me, you'll be like, what is he doing? Addicted to busy is very busy, right? Did you hear that brain lock? Anywho, so we have to learn to not be addicted to busy. What is addicted to busy? Like I said last time, when people say I have too much on my plate, I say, well, either A, get a bigger plate, or B, get some stuff off the plate. But how do we do it? How do we go from crazy addicted to busy? Like I told you, I have a schedule right here on the wall. 05:30 to 6:30, we're doing the podcast work. 6:30 to 7:30, guitar lesson. 7:30 to 9:30, schoolwork and the boys, because the boys do schoolwork because it's learning time. Even in the summer when they're off from school, it's learning time. We don't take the summers off. I mean, we take them off and have a blast, but we do not take them off from learning. Okay? From 9:30 to 10:30, I do my restaurant consulting work. And then from 10:30 to 11, I take a break, or I just don't do nothing. From 11 to 12, I make up time for whatever work I didn't get done. And then 12 to 1 o'clock, we do maintenance and yard work, housework, keeping things up, because if you don't maintain, it all goes away, right? So, I mean, the first 7.5 hours of my day, 8 hours, if you will, are already full. They're already dictated. Well, what do I do between 1 o'clock and so on? And well, at 1 o'clock, I hit the shower again if I need it, and then I go to work. And some days I work till 10:30 o'clock at night, come home and do some work. Other days I'm out of there by 6, come home and hang out with the family and do some work. Every day. I think I told you that my wife, we worked to get ourselves in a place where she could retire. She's earned the right to retire. She did 20 years of school teaching. She's owned her own business. She's owned her own restaurants. I mean, she is a hard working, smoking hot chick. She earned the right to sit home and drink coffees. Ha-ha! Found another way into it. If you want to support the show, go down in the description, please, and click on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell. Subscriptions, I guess, runs YouTube, and YouTube will get more people to see the video, because if you're not willing or not sharing on Facebook and on the social media to drive more looks to the videos, more watches, well, if you're at least subscribing, then YouTube will help other people find it. We can help impact each other, but maybe you're just too busy. Do it right now. Come on. Don't wait. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. So back to addicted to busy. Addicted to busy can become like a drug. It can. Many people of all walks of life look at how busy they are as a way to gauge how successful they are. And then some people like to connect how much they work to their title. Well, I am the big monkey monk chunky chunk dunkity dunk dunk of the company, and I work 142,000 hours per day. Excuse me, Mr. Monkey Monk Chunky Chunk Bunkity Bunk of the company. Isn't there only 24 hours in a day? Yes, but I work so much it's like 100,000 hours a day. And that makes me important. No, that makes you wore out. that makes you have a life that ain't so much fun. What good is it to have to achieve your dreams, to achieve your targets, to get the things that you want? But you can't get the time off. Even if you're unemployed, you're retired, you're self-sufficient, but you're so busy doing everything that you don't take any time off. On Sundays here at the house, we try to take that day off. We really do. We really, really do. And then we invite family and friends over. We have a nice sized deck. We have a good sized yard. Barbecue. Cook some food, hang out together. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. My boys get to play with Lacey's son, and they hang out here and they run amok through the yard. Hey, what's a muck? How does one run mucks? Anyway, they have a blast. And we sit around and we all chat. Well, my wife is always doing something because my amazing bride has a motor like you would never believe. She can go and go and go, and all things outgo everybody. Anyway, we worked hard for her to be able to where she could retire, and we got it there, and she was able to do it for like 3 little months. And then she went and got herself a job. And I'm suspecting that once she gets her license from South Dakota to be a school teacher, she'll go be a school teacher again. But hey, she had the opportunity to retire. We worked it out so she could do it. She decided not to. Not for any other reason other than the fact that she's maybe addicted to busy. A lot of times when I hear people say, well, I'll never retire, I think to myself, that's because you're addicted to the work. You're addicted to work. Plenty of people are addicted to work. It's not uncommon. It's pretty normal. As a matter of fact, society today basically arranges for us to get addicted to work, because a lot of people, not all, we have plenty of people that don't do nothing, but there's plenty of people out there that they definitely are addicted to busy because they use it as a measuring stick. So let's get off of what addicted to busy means, shall we? And get on to what do we do? Keep it simple Sunday. Keep it a sweet, simple day. Keep your life in check. Keep it in check, because I'm telling you, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of business owners out there, a lot of opportunity, a lot of distractions. I mean, how do you fight this? You know, I have an app on my phone that tells me how many hours I'm on this phone a week. Now, this is going to make you crazy, but let's think about it. If I check my emails, if I write an email, if I check my several Facebook and social media accounts because I'm posting new things for Attitude and restaurants, and I do that 10 minutes a day, I'm going to be on it for an hour and 10 minutes. If I do it 20 minutes a day, I'm going to be on it 2 hours, and 40 minutes. Wait. Yeah, 20 times 6 is 120, 140 divided by 2. Yeah, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Hell no, I had to go through all that. See what I mean? Well, I like the little thing that pops up and says your screen time last week was 2 hours and 14 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes, because my target is to never be over 3 hours. Ever. Because that just sucks the time out of life. Because that would show, if I'm over 3 hours, I'm being addicted to phone. That's the picture of my amazing, beautiful bride and me. Anyway, I don't want that to happen. I do a tremendous amount. You do a tremendous amount. Hey, if you're a self-motivated business person that's driving your train, you are going to be busy. but you have to figure out what things you can shave off. You must schedule breaks each day, more than one. I got one on the wall right there. I take another one called a cigar break, or just shut it off, leave me the hell alone break, because that's common. All right, you have to schedule time to turn off the phone. Turn it off. You know, when I was a younger boy and I would spend the night at my Uncle Robert's house with his 3 sons and daughter, it would hit a certain time of night. And he did this thing that I found so strange. He would take the phone off the hook. Take her off the hook, put it on the counter. And I'd be like, why are you doing that? Nobody can call you. And he would say, everybody that I look out for and love, that is my job to protect, is now in my home. Everybody else out there that needs my help can wait till morning. And I was like, whoa. Interesting. And he never got a phone call in the middle of the night. Never got interrupted. Always got the sleep he was looking for, if you will. Didn't have any of these other problems. Today, we're so trained by this thing that all you do is get a ding and you pick it up. Message for you, sir. Right? Nonstop. Turn it off. You know, I wonder, let's look it up, shall we? Addicted to busy. And busy isn't always work. Sometimes busy is just stuff. Average hours a person is on Facebook per week. Whoops. Maybe we should spell things right, shall we? Per week. The average U.S. adult spends 38 minutes per day on Facebook. 16 to 24-year-olds spend a median of 3 hours a day on social media. Internet users spend an average of 2 hours and 22 minutes per day on social media. The average daily time spent on social media in 2018 was 142 minutes a day. 142 minutes a day. 142 minutes a day. 2 hours of their life. 2 hours. The 2 hours gone. 2 hours times 4 times 7 days is 14 hours a week. It's almost a part-time job. Holy mackerel. Now let's do another one, right? Average hours a person watches watch TV. According to the Nielsen Company, the average American watches more than 4 hours of TV each day, or 28 hours a week. That's 2 months of nonstop TV watching, everybody. So the average person is doing 4 hours, and then you add in some Facebook for 2 hours. There's 6 hours. You could start a business, a company, a consulting firm. You could do the massive workout. You know, I'm reading in my psychology classes right now about being overweight, like I am. By the way, I'm down 23 pounds since I started. Anyway, the point of it is, with 6 hours, you could go to the gym and in a year be a bodybuilder. 6 hours? See, we're so addicted to busy. We're so addicted to our mind being stimulated by the blue screen and by the things we interact with. You know, I confess. I do it. I have a video over here in the corner of my screen playing while I'm working. And every now and then it does distract me, which I've had to learn to turn off the video. I've had to learn to turn off the movie in the corner of of my big long computer monitor here. I've had to learn to cut down on distractions. I've had to learn to face my addiction. Hi, my name's David, and I'm addicted to busy. Right? I've had to learn how to do these things. Do you know why people don't like to read books and they like Audible? Audible reads the book to them, right? You get to hear the book. You don't have to read the book, so they can do something else at the same time. Addicted to busy. You have to read a book. Sit your butt down and read a book. You have to take time off from work. Stop acting like if you don't do it, something's going to go so wrong at the company where you work at, then it's going to be all your fault, and the people are just going to, the chaos and mayhem. No. If I drop dead tomorrow, there'll be a new manager at the bar by the end of the week. Not dropping dead over that bar. As a matter of fact, I don't work 40 hours at that bar. No. Wrong answer. Why? Because that's how I choose to do it. Is it running? Yes. Is it making more money? Yes. Is it improving? Yes. Do I have to be there to nurture every second of the day? Yeah, no. 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 See, that's what's funny about people that are addicted to busy, especially if they're managers. They think that if they're not there, or they act like they think if they're not there, it's going to stop working. Bullshit. I was in the Army for 22 plus years. It existed for a long time before I showed up. And guess what? It's still working now, and I've been retired 5 years from the Army. Can't you tell? Look at the glorious hair. 5 years of retired Army life have been very, very good to me. So, what good does this addicted to busy do? It doesn't do any good. How do we knock it off? Well, the first thing we do is we pick a day of the week and we relax. We turn off the phone. We stay away from the social media. We turn off the TV. We read a book. We spend time with loved ones. We go for a walk. We do anything but work. Then we set schedules and parameters and certain periods of time that we're going to work, and we don't work outside of them. And let me tell you what, life's going to sneak in and try to steal that time back. That little addicted to busy button you got going on in your brain, that little button right there, see, because you're our number one guy, is wanting you to work nonstop. It's an addiction. Yeah, you got any of that work left in there? Yeah, I need some of that work. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a work fix? No. You don't need that. So we shave off a day, and then we start looking at our plate and figuring out Monday through whatever day that we're working, what things can we shave off? Like my goal, bad word. My target is to get that basement finished in the next month by working a couple hours here and a couple hours there. Not going downstairs and acting like I'm on some work chain gang and blowing a whole day or 2 days or 5 days. And people would say, well, that's just silly, because if you just worked for 20 hours a day, you'd have it done. And just because that's true doesn't mean it's a good idea. Just because that's true doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. And just because it's true doesn't mean I want to do it. But we're going to shave off a day, and we're going to be mellow on that day. We're going to figure out how to cut down on how much work we do. Look, if you got to work from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock, then work from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. But from 4 o'clock to something, do something, not work. Learn to process life. Learn to enjoy life. Learn to go for a walk. I don't care if you live downtown Crapville. Is that how you spell Chicago backwards? Just kidding. I don't care if you live downtown major metropolis city, or you live out in the middle of the woods, or you live out in the middle of the farm fields of Nebraska. I don't care. Go for a 20-minute walk. And I'm not talking about trying to lose weight. I'm just talking about a walk where you just look at the trees, the breeze, look at what's out there and relax your mind. If you're not getting good sleep, it's probably because your mind is still processing all the crap from the day, because you haven't taken enough time off to get it to process on its own. So it's going to do it when you finally put you to sleep. Okay, you go to sleep. I'm going to work. It's not healthy. It's not sustainable. And it will not get you where you're going. You're going to wake up one day with all the things that you wish you had, broke down body, and no energy to do anything. And you're going to end up in front of a TV set, surrounded by all the things you always wanted, surrounded by the dreams you wanted to get, and nothing that you can do to enjoy them. You have to enjoy life now. Don't wait. Go and listen. Go and watch the episode called Wait for When. Because if you wait, it'll be gone. If you wait for when will never happen. When will never happen. Start learning to enjoy life now. Addicted to busy will steal life from you. Talk to you soon.
You've been listening to Attitudeshield, your double dose of espresso for your attitude. Check us out on Facebook and on the web at www.attitudeshield.com. Again, thanks for spending this time with us. Between now and when we talk again, keep those shields up, eyes on the target, and always be moving towards your dreams.